creativity is.
Creativity is.
What is creativity?
I think creativity is unleashing imagination.
Problem solving.
Diving into the unknown.
It's an impulse.
I think entrepreneurship is mostly about creativity because you're making something up out of nothing. You're doing something, perhaps that hasn't been done before. And that's why Oberlin was such a great foundation for what career I ended up having, because the whole idea of entrepreneurship is being able to find the white space that's out there, whether it's a need that needs to be filled or, a problem looking for a solution, and be able to use your creativity, your ability to think, your ability to analyze, and put something together that, just wasn't there before.
Our original concept for our ice cream parlor was ice cream for the people. The idea of a business integrating social and environmental concerns into that business so that the business would not simply be thinking about itself and how it can make the most money, but looking at issues of the larger community.
Both the traditional academics offered by Oberlin as well as the self-motivated, self-directed things that happened at Oberlin were real assets, like the co-ops. Working with other people with a shared mission and being more self-sufficient and being very resource conscious. Those things are critical to business. And then finally, the influence of the arts. The creativity that's here is phenomenal.
What we keep hearing from the people who are most creative and entrepreneurs is that this ability to take risks, to be imaginative, and to think across disciplinary boundaries is exactly what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So that's one of the reasons why it's so fitting that this type of entrepreneurial program is at Oberlin, because for better or for worse, Oberlin students are taking risks. They're combining different subject matters, they're doing unusual things, going to unusual places.
Students will have a creative idea, but the notion of graduating and putting the idea into practice or finding an application for the idea is often where the system breaks down. It's not something that's naturally built into liberal education. But allowing them to take action on their creativity, allowing them to actually indulge that creativity and actually find means through which they can put it into practice, that's what the program seeks to achieve.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a for-profit business. It could be a political party. It could be an orchestra. It could be anything.
When I started here, the motto was, think one person can change the world. And I think this allows it to take it one step further. Instead of just thinking about it, Oberlin students have the opportunity now to actually do it.
I think it's really great that Oberlin's focusing on something that's so important to the future of not only, society, but the economy in the United States.
Starting small is the way to go. You're forced to learn how to do everything yourself, and you have this very deep knowledge of everything. If the freezer breaks, you figure out how to fix the freezer.
We bring together alumni, students, staff, faculty, partners in Northeast Ohio, and also at our peer institutions to really talk about how we want to foster entrepreneurship at Oberlin.
Sooner or later, you're going to find a niche. And what I found is you don't have to compromise what's really important to you, what you really love, your values, and you can apply them in a whole range of pursuits, whether that's academia or whether that's, the business world or anything in between.
It can't be motivated by, hey, I want to make $1 million in the next 2 years. That will almost always fail. It has to be motivated by, I see a need, I'm going to go after this, I'm passionate about it.
So many people, they're waiting until the right time to do it, until the conditions are right, until they research this or until they do this. And the reality is, in most cases, it's never going to be the right time. You just have to do it.